Hello queens and kings, my name is Thandeka Shabangu. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Welcome to the part 2 of the vest tutorial. So today we will be doing our connective lines. We'll be moving from one point to another all the way. So let's get started. So this is where we left off from the previous tutorial, the part 1 tutorial. So our aim for today is to add our lines. So you connect your vertical belt to your horizontal belt and connect it like this. So you're going to do one side at a time. So you're going to do this side, finish it, and then this side and finish it. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your needle and your thread. Here's my needle and my thread. At the end, I made one knot. Okay, so it's either you make one knot or you make two knots, like one on top of another, because these are big beads. So as you can see here, at the edge of our belt we have the two groups of beads and space. Even here, two groups of beads and space, two groups of beads and space. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to make sure that our lines, let's call it connective lines, our connective lines should come out in between the two beads that are next to each other. Our connective lines should also come in between the two beads. Okay, so the first step, we want our beads to come out of these two double beads. So what you're going to do, let's see, there's already a thread here. You're looking for a way where we can add our thread. So you can just add your thread anywhere, right? And then we're going to move our thread all the way until we get here. So you're just going to maneuver in between your beads in a very discreet way so that it won't be able to show how you went about. In a discreet way comes the side. Set my needle into this bead and then into the next bead here, and then I pull my thread, and then at this point in between these two spaces I'm going to tie a knot. Just to make sure it's nicely in place. So I create a hoop and then I insert my needle inside the hoop. That's how I tie the knot, inside the hoop, and pull it nice and secure. I can tie again. Okay, let me insert my needle here in between the two beads that are next to each other, that are close to each other. Let me tie a knot here. Inserted my needle inside the hoop that I created. Then I slowly pull. And then you just hear the sound that it's in place. Okay. So now I'm going to create the connective line from this point to this point in between these two beads. So now I am going to pick up 6 beads. So because I'm going to follow a pattern, I'm going to pick up 2 blue beads, 2 black beads that will make the triangle in between, and then 2 pink beads. If you want to make solid color lines, that is okay too. It's all based on your creativity. So I insert my needle. Okay, so I've picked up my 6 beads now. Let me just push them all the way to the end. Here are my 6 beads. And then I'm going to join these 6 beads here. Okay, so how am I going to go about? I'm going to insert my needle. If you observe, there is like a circle pattern close to the edge, né? So I'm going to insert my needle in between the 2 beads that are next to each other, and then insert it into the one that is also closer to each, and then I pull. Then I'm going to round. Okay, let me put this belt. There we go. It keeps sliding down, and then this point. So my aim is for me to get to these beads without passing straight. This is because I want my thread to not show that much. And then by doing this, you're getting into the next circle. And here we go. So now the thread comes out of the new 2 beads that are next to each other. The new 2 beads that are next to each other. So now I'm going to start a new line, and then I'm going to connect from these 2 beads that are next to each other to these 2 beads that are next to each other. Now for each line you are going to add 4 beads. So as your lines keep moving down, the number of beads keep increasing, and for each line you are going to add 4 beads. So from the 6 beads that I had here, it means that the next row is going to have 10 beads. So you're going to add 1 bead for one color on your vertical, and then 1 bead for the color on your horizontal, and then the 2 beads you're going to add them at the center. So for vertical, the previous line we had 2 pink beads, but now you're going to add 1 more bead, so you're going to pick up 3 pink beads. At the center, we're going to add 2 more black beads. So you're going to pick up 4 black beads. For the horizontal, we have the blue. So you're going to pick up 3 blue beads. So you're going to pick up 3 pink beads, 4 black beads, and 3 blue beads. So the number of horizontal and vertical will be the same. The only difference will be the color. So if you're connecting your blue and your orange, the number of your orange beads and the number of your blue beads will be the same. The only difference will be the color. Okay? So pick up 3 pink beads, 4 black beads, and 3 blue beads. So here we are. Take my needle, insert it here, and then I move around the circle. This. Oopsie, I have a knot. What I've noticed that pulling fast creates knots. Pulling your thread fast creates knot, and that is one thing I'm good at. Pulling my thread fast, yo. Okay, so I'm doing the thing that I explained, that we move around the bead in a circular motion. Hey. So I moved up. Now I'm going to move down. I'm trying to find the hole for the beads, for the black bead. There we go. And here. This is because I don't want a thread moving in between here and in between here. So that's why I'm choosing the long way of moving around, because I don't want the thread to appear here in between the beads. Okay, so here we are. So for our vertical we have orange, and for our horizontal we have orange, and for our vertical we have blue. So every time you're going to add one more bead to the color and 2 beads at the center. So for this pattern we're following like it's a triangle, but we keep adding colors inside of the triangle. So now I'm going to introduce a new color for the triangle. So I'm going to pick up 4 orange beads, because here we had 3, 2 black beads, 2 white beads, that's the new color we're introducing, and 2 black beads, and 4 blue beads, because the color is changed. We are now at blue. So here am I, 4 orange. So the white here is the 2 beads that are in between. So I've decided to change a bit and add white beads. So 2 black, 2 white, and 2 black beads, and 4 blue beads. So this is what as I had mentioned before, the number of the color beads at the sides, they have to be the same number. As you can see here, we have 4 blue and 4 orange. And now we insert our needle here and we move in a circular motion. This is because we want our thread to not show. But there is a shortcut, but it will cost you a bit because it won't be neat. You know, the best ways are not the easiest ways. The good looking methods are not the easiest ones. It's always the time consuming ones, but at the end it's worth it. Okay, so here we are. So now we're going to do the second row. For the second row we add 1 bead, 1 bead, and 2 at the center. So we're going to add 5 blue beads, 2 black beads, 4 white beads, 2 black beads, and 5 orange beads. Always make sure before you pick up your beads to look at the colors and the colors that you're going to connect with, because they keep changing as you keep moving. Yes, so always make sure that you don't cram them. Make sure that you look back and see. 5 blue beads, 2 black, 4 white, 2 black, 5 orange. You take your needle, you insert it in between the 2 beads that are next to each other, and you move in a circular motion, and you come back to the beads, the 2 beads that are next to each other, the next 2 double beads. Let me call them 2 double beads. So you insert your needle and you move in a circular motion. So this is half of the circle. And then we want to do the other half of the circle by moving down. Here we go. Oopsie. And here we go. Ta-da! Okay, so we create a new line. So we're going to have 6 orange beads, 2 black beads, 2 white beads. We're going to add another different color. If you want, you can continue making a solid big white triangle. It's all up to you. But for me, I like adding the layers inside the triangle that we're going to create. So the triangle is the one that is created here with the black. So this black, as we continue to move, is going to move in this motion and create a triangle. So I like adding different colors at the center as we go. So now I'm going to pick up 6 orange, 2 black, 2 white, and then 2 purple, 2 white, 2 black, and 6 blue. Always make sure that your orange and you have your blue, okay? Always confirm your colors before you pick them up. So here I have my colors. I didn't push them to the end. Here we go. So as you can see, you see the triangle pattern is starting to show. Another thing, you don't have to worry. The minute it starts looking funny, just go back and count the number of beads. Take my needle, insert it in between the 2 double beads, and I move in a circular motion. Keep pulling. You move in a circular motion. Oops, sorry, I didn't see I was off camera. And pull slowly to avoid knots. Don't be a Thandeka. In life, don't be a Thandeka. This is a hanging thread that I have to cut off. This is because I love trimming after I'm done with the entire piece. But it's going to start to be a problem. It's going to start to be a problem. So this is what I meant when I said always make sure you confirm your colors, because now the colors are going to change. So how do you know if your color is going to change? Just make sure that you have 3 of the colors. So the blue, we already have 3 blue. That means it's safe to say that we can change. So now we're going to go to our orange, and for orange for vertical and white for horizontal. So I'm going to pick up 7 orange beads, 2 black, 2 white, 4 purple, 2 white, 2 black, 7 white. I want to show you this. You see, my brain is already telling me, is already cramming. So one thing about the brain, it can quickly learn something. So, and I had to remind myself that no, man, I'm supposed to be picking up orange beads. Okay. That's what I meant when I said always double check your colors. Double check your colors. Good to know. I need to pick up 7 orange. So here we are. Take my needle and I move in a circular motion. And then you move down. Once you've moved up, you move down. this, and you come out in between the two double beads. So now, so as you can see, this is the pattern you want to keep following as you continue to move down. So I hope you've observed that you just add one bead at the side and two beads at the center. So now we're going to add 8 white beads, 2 black, 2 white, 2 purple, and then the 2 beads that we're adding. You can choose a color, can be, let's say, yellow, and then 2 purple, 2 white, 2 black, and then 8 orange beads. So you want to keep doing this all the way until you get to the end. So keep doing it throughout the entire belt all the way until you get to the end. Until, as you can see in the picture, let me insert the picture in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is the picture. As you can see in the picture, it does show that how the pattern keeps going and how it keeps flowing. So as you can see at the center, I kept adding the number of beads. I kept adding the number of beads. So you also will do the same. Either you want a solid triangle, maybe you want a plain white triangle, or you just want to keep adding those layers. You do so too. So this is going to be the last line that you're going to make. So I picked up 8 white, 2 black, 2 white, 2 purple, 2 yellow, 2 purple, 2 white, 2 black, and 8 orange. Take my needle, and then I move in a circular motion. In a circular motion. Now I move down. Once I've moved up, I move down. So I just inserted my needle straight through the 3 beads. Straight through the 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Then I pull my thread slowly to avoid knots. And here we go. So this is the pattern that you're going to keep following until you get to the end. How will you know when to stop? Is when your vertical line, you have moved all the way until the bottom. So when you get to the last 2 double beads, that's how you'll know where to stop. So you're going to do it all the way until down. So this is our vertical line. So that's how and where you are going to stop. And then once you are done with one side, you're going to move on to the other side. You want to do the very same thing that we did here. Insert your needle into one bead and come out here in the 2 double beads that are next to the vertical line. And then remember to tie your knot and tie your knot 2 times, and then you start moving. You start moving your connective line. You start creating your connective line. Remember to refer to your colors. It might happen that in the same row you'll get different colors. Maybe here at this point it's going to be blue, but on the opposite side it's going to be pink. So just focus on your colors. So here you have pink and yellow, but here you had pink and blue. It's the same thing, but the only difference is that instead of picking up 2 pink, 2 black, and 2 blue, you're going to pick up 2 pink, 2 black, and 2 yellow, because your horizontal line and your 2 double beads will be yellow. And then the next will be your purple, then your white and your blue. So that's how you keep going. And then at the end, when you are done completely with your vest, you are going to take your horizontal line, the longest line, the line that goes across your bust, not the one that comes down. And at the end of that belt, you are going to add a thread that will help you tie. So that is what we're going to do now. So what I like using is cotton twine. I think this is the number 104. I got this at a hardware, and this is how it looks. So you can either use your cotton twine or you can even use a wool. So this is the cotton twine I like to use. So you're just going to cut your cotton twine and to the desired length. I have to measure this length. So this is a 44 centimeter cotton twine. And then when I put it into half, it's going to give me 22 centimeter because it's 44 centimeter. So when I put it in half, it's going to, when I bend it in half, it's going to give me 22 centimeters like this. So what do you do in between the holes here? You're just going to pick one spot and put one end of your cotton twine and make sure it's nice and even and equal enough. Okay. And then in between the beads, you are going to tie a knot. So this is what you're going to use to fasten your entire vest. You do this on both sides. So you're going to tie a knot, this, and then when you get to the, oh look, it's not even. Okay, I can solve that problem. I can just cut off this part. I'm going to use this hack. I'm going to cheat a bit. And then at this point, you're also going to make one knot like this. Boom. And then you're done. And then you do the very same thing on the other side of your belt. So this is the purpose of the two threads. So this will be at the back because you'll be tying at the back of your vest. You just create your nice cute bows. Cute bow like this. So this will be at the back of your vest. I just wanted to show you the purpose of the two, why we're adding the cotton twines on the end of the belt. So remember, you're going to do this with your longer belt. So this will be at the back of your vest. And then once you're done, you're ready to go. You're ready to rock the world and continue being the person that you are, being this gorgeous person because you're rocking this gorgeous belt that you made yourself. That is amazing, huh? And this is where we're going to stop with this tutorial, Queens and Kings. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so, so much. Remember to love yourself, respect yourself, honor yourself, and have fun. If you love the content that you're seeing, please consider subscribing. See you on the next video. Bye.